I'm Sid Huff. I'm from Fort Collins, Colorado, and I'm majoring in microbiology, minoring in chemistry, and also studying emergency medicine. I wanted to be a chemical engineering major because I thought building stuff would be cool. Quickly learned out that I suck at physics, so I dropped that after like nearly bombing the intro course. I switched to microbiology because I looked over the course load and I was like, oh, that seems pretty cool. Like, I'll give that a go. I ended up really liking my immunology class. I'll end up going to medical school because my dad had me when he was in medical school. I've been like toying with the idea of going to paramedic school after I graduate undergrad. Just try things. Like in college, I was like, you know what? I want to try dyeing my hair, and I did. I want to take this EMT course, and I did. I want to take these classes, they seem cool, and I did. And that's kind of how like slowly I kind of figured out, oh, what do I like specifically? And for the first like 2 years of college, I had like no clue where I was gonna end up. First year I was like, I don't know what I would even do with this degree. And then I changed majors, and then I was like, there are so many things I could do, but like I don't even know if I'd be passionate about it. Like, what am I supposed to do here? It was really the EMT certification course that was a turning point, I think. You just gotta do stuff, and eventually something will stick, I think.
My name is Leah Gibbons. I'm from Riverton, Utah, and I'm studying technology and engineering studies. Growing up, college was always like an expectation. It was like you go to high school, you go to college, you get a job. That was just the order that everyone did things in. My entire like aunts, uncles, parents, grandparents, everyone followed that same path. I had every intention to pursue music because I loved music. I was the orchestra president in high school. I can play like 10 different instruments. Unfortunately, BYU has crazy requirements for the music program, and it would have made it more like a burden than following my passion. And I would have hated it by the end if I think if I pursued it. I was stuck in like an in-between for like a year and a half because I just didn't know what to do. I didn't want to do music, that's all I had. I knew I wanted to teach, that's all I had. Teacher, I've considered elementary education. I like literally stumbled upon technology and engineering studies with a teaching emphasis, and lets you do a little bit of everything. Wood shop, photography, design, videography, all that kind of stuff. I signed up for the major and I discovered there were 2 tracks, a tech track and a teaching track, and I ended up going teaching because, like I said, I wanted to do teaching. High school me, what she thought I would do in college, engineering would not be on that list. There's a music minor, and that allows me to potentially like teach private lessons out of my home. Always hear like, pick your passion, pick what makes the most money, and I'd say don't do either of those. Go try new things. That's how I found the technology and engineering one, because I was like, oh, I wonder how that'll be, and I tried it, and it's something that like I said, I never thought I would do, but because I tried it, I found out that I loved it, and now I'm doing it. And it was neither my passion, nor will it make a ton of money because it's teaching, but I think it's what I meant to do.
My real name's Amelia, but people call me Millie. I'm from Bend, Oregon, and I am doing EXDM, which is Experience Design and Management here at BYU. Always wanted to go to college. I knew that I wanted to after school. That was the thing I was passionate about. And neither of my parents finished college, so I knew that I wanted to try to get a 4-year degree. And I was kind of always set on BYU. I thought that's what I was going to do. And then I talked to my dad, and we kind of talked about money and how finances would work and what kind of programs there were, scholarships and everything. But in Oregon, where I'm from, there is a 2-year like promise grant that if you attend community college within about 2 years of you graduating high school, you will get basically 2 years worth of tuition. So there's a community college in Oregon called Central Oregon Community College, and I looked at it and we're just like, okay, like I'm gonna go there instead, and I'm gonna do all my generals and everything, and then from there I'll transfer to a 4-year university. The degree I got is called an AAOT, which stands for Advanced Arts Oregon Transfer Degree, which is basically all the generals that you need for most like bachelor's degrees. Yeah. So I applied to BYU-I, and then I applied here to BYU Provo, and that was, I think I also applied to Utah State and Oregon State University of Oregon. I wanted to come to BYU because they have a really good accounting program, and that's what I thought I wanted to do because I'd done some accounting in high school. My beautiful friend Jessica popped me on my map. She said, let's look at the other majors, let's look at the things you have that you don't have. And we found the EXDM major, which is Experience Design and Management, and I was like, boom, that's what I want to do. The thing that you should pick is the thing that you think about when you're not at school, when you're not at work. For me, it's all about events, how to plan experiences. It's all about fun things to do to make your life better. It's about how to stay happy. It's about how to feel productive and not feel bored. That's all I think about all day long. I have so many pictures of events and calendars. I'm always looking online. And so finding the EXD major, talking about events and tourism and hospitality, and I wanted to open a hotel for a long time too. It just fit perfectly. Knowing that picking your major, even though it seems super scary, it's less about exactly what your major is and more about the fact that you're in school for something. It's okay if your major switches. I think people don't talk about that enough, and some people are super into like, I'm gonna be pre-dental because I'm gonna be a dentist when I grow up, and they're super into that, and so people know exactly what they want to be. I really want to be a finance pro. I want to have my own tech company, whatever, and it's okay if you don't know, because the point of the first bit of college is just to take classes and figure it out, and it's an unfair assumption to think that these 17-year-old, 18 kids know what they want to do.